All right, good morning and welcome to day 10 of our 28-day challenge. Start your day with movement. Thanks for joining me. Just need your mat again today, and we're gonna do a 20-minute movement flow. So let's go. You're gonna have a seat in the cross-legged position that we've started working on. So it doesn't matter which leg you start with. I'm gonna get you guys to switch your legs anyway. So just sitting up as tall as you can. I want everybody to lean forward so you feel like you're sitting on the front of your butt bones, and then I want you to lean really too far back or kind of slump, and then I want you to find something in the middle where you're really right on top of your butt bones, if not slightly behind them. And then we're just gonna start with our neck and work our way down. So sitting up nice and tall, we're just gonna start by looking left and right. Trying to stay up nice and tall, trying to keep your chin nice and level. So you're trying not to side bend as you rotate. Trying not to poke your chin out. Try to keep it gently tucked in without straining, and just trying to rotate as far right and as far left as possible. Then you're gonna come back to neutral and you're gonna side bend. So I'm trying to bring my ear down to my shoulder without moving my shoulders. Still trying to keep my chin tucked in. I should feel the stretch down the side. You may have one side that's better than the other. Work your way through it. Don't force something that's not there. One more each side. Excellent. Then we're gonna look up and down. So for up and down, we're gonna keep your teeth together but not clench. So you're gonna look up, feel the stretch all the way down below your jawline, and then bring it down as far as you can. And up, and down, and up, and down, and up, and down. And then we're going to combine all of those together and do some circles. So you're going to do a side bend first, look for your armpit, roll the chin along your chest, look for your other armpit, and then roll up and look for the ceiling. Trying to keep those teeth together without having them clenched, and making sure we're taking nice, big, deep breaths. One more. And reverse. Take your time. One more big circle. Excellent. Uncross your legs and cross them the other way. Remember, we often have one side that's a little bit less comfortable than the other. If you've been following along every day, I've been encouraging you to switch your legs. So this time we're going to work on shoulders. So you put your arms straight out in front. You're going to reach in front and then retract. And reach in front and retract. So I'm really trying to feel my shoulder blades glide along my ribs without shrugging up or down. And then keep yourself at neutral, and then we are going to go up and down this time. So raise the shoulder blades and pull them down. Again, I'm still trying to glide my shoulder blades along my ribs, so I'm avoiding moving my rib cage, trying to keep that stacked above my pelvis. Excellent. One more. Then you're going to turn that into full circle. So you're going to reach forward, drop your shoulders, pull them back, bring them up to your shoulders, and come back. So keep your hands in fists so that you can keep nice tension throughout the arms and really give yourself a chance to isolate that shoulder blade movement. One more. And now same thing but reverse. So reach forward, up, pull together, and down. You'll probably feel one is a little bit more comfortable than the other. That's okay. We're always just exploring movement, exploring what our bodies can do today, and then taking note of it and working on it outside of these sessions. One more big circle, and back down. We're gonna move on to our rib cage. So sitting up nice and tall, we're gonna try to draw circles with just our ribs. So you're gonna put your hands crossed around your chest. We're gonna go side bend first, and come back up. And side bend, and come back up. Remember, your butt bones should always be equally weighted on the floor because we're just trying to isolate rib cage movement. Do one more each side. Side bend, come back up. side bend, come back up. This time you're gonna do flex and X, so I'll turn sideways so you guys get a better view. So you're gonna look down for your belly button, come back up to neutral, and then extend. And then come back to neutral and flex. Remember, your goal here is to keep your butt bones on the floor. We're just trying to isolate rib cage movement, which probably feels like not very much at first, and that's okay. One more. And then we're going to combine it just like our shoulder blades into full circles. So hands are still crossed. I'm going to go to the left first. You can choose whatever direction you want, but you're going to side bend to the left, roll forwards, side bend to the right, and arch up. We're going to do 4 per side. That's 1. Slow and controlled, trying to isolate rib cage movement. That's 2. 3, side bend, roll forward, side bend, and arch up. Reverse, so side bend to the right, roll forwards, side bend to the left, and arch up. That's 1. Remember, we're always breathing, trying to isolate rib cage movement in this drill. That's 3. 1 more. Beautiful. We're going to try to do a 3-part rotation drill. So we're going to go to the left first. The goal here is I'm going to try to rotate as far as I can. Then I'm going to use my hands to help push me around further. Then I'm going to gently let go and see if I can hold my new range of motion before I slowly let myself come back to the center. So let's do that. You're going to re-switch your legs. So sitting up nice and tall, I'm going to rotate as far as I can. Then I'm going to put my hands on the ground. Help me rotate a little bit further. Gently let go, hold, and control your way back. So your first part is the range of motion you have control of. The second part, where you use your hands, is the mobility you do have but don't have the control to get there. And then the third part is an isometric hold in your new end range with a controlled rotation back. So you can, if you do have a big difference, you see that you have the mobility to get somewhere, you just don't quite have the muscle strength and control to get that full range. So it's important to work on end range strength. So we're going to do 5 to the left, and then we're going to do 5 to the right. So sitting up nice and tall, rotate as far as you can, get your hands to help you go a little bit further, gently let go, and rotate back. That's 1. Rotate, hands assisted, rotate further, gently let go, and come back. That's 2. Rotate, hands, gently let go, and come back. 3. Rotate, hands to help you go further, gently let go, and come back. We've got 1 more. Rotate, hands help you go further, let go, and come back. We're going to do the same thing to the right. Switch your legs, sitting up nice and tall. Rotate as far as you can. Use your hands to help you go further. Gently let go and come back. That's 1. Rotate. Hands assist you further. Gently let go and control your way back. That's 2. Rotate. Assist. Let go and come back. 3. Rotate. Assist. Let go and come back. 1 more. Rotate, assist, let go, and come back. Beautiful. Bring your feet out in front. We're going to do our 90-90 hip flow. So keeping your feet about shoulder width apart, we're going to rotate to the left, sitting up nice and tall. Fold over for your pigeon stretch. Come back up and try to rotate going the other side without hands. Fold forward, pigeon stretch, come back up. If you're unable to rotate without your hands, then put your hands on the floor and work at controlling that with assistance. And then as you become better at this, your goal would be no hands. Sitting up tall, try to bring that belly button to your knee, come back up. We'll do 1 more each side. Sit up tall to start. Fold forwards, come back up, rotate, sit up tall, fold forward, and back up. This time we're gonna go up into that half kneel position. We did this, I don't remember what day, but we did it on a different day. Feet nice and wide. You're gonna go 90-90, sitting up nice and tall. I'm gonna push my knees down into the floor, get up into a tall kneel position, squeeze my bum, try to stretch the open of the front of my thighs. Have a seat, rotate back, right. Both knees at 90-90, push down into the floor, up. Squeeze my bum, give myself a little bit of a pelvic tilt, feel the stretch in the front of my hip, and sit, and back. Rotate, push my knees down into the floor, up, sit, rotate, rotate, push my knees down into the floor, up, squeeze my bum, come back down, and rotate back to the middle. Then you're gonna rotate and lie on your back. We're gonna do our nerve flex. So lying down on our backs, left leg straight. I'm gonna hang on to my right leg. I'm gonna point my toes first. I'm going to straighten my leg as much as I can. Flex my foot. Then I'm going to internally or rotate my toes to 9 o'clock. Toes and kneecap. Come back and externally rotate. So now I'm turning my toes and kneecap to 3 o'clock. Come back to the center. Bring my leg back down. So that whole sequence is 1. We're gonna try 6 per side. So point your toes, straighten out that leg, pull toes to nose, rotate to 9 o'clock, rotate to 3 o'clock, center, and down. Point, straighten, flex, 9 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and back down. That's 3. Point, straighten, flex, 9 o'clock, 3 o'clock, remember it's kneecap and toes, back down. We've got 2 more. Straighten, pull the toes, rotate, rotate, and down. Point, up, flex, rotate, rotate, and down. We got 1 more here. Point, straighten, flex, rotate, rotate, and down. Beautiful. We're going to switch sides. So you're going to straighten your right leg onto the floor. Bring that left leg up. We're going to do the same sequence. So point your toes. Straighten your leg as much as you can. Flex. Toes to 9 and 3 o'clock. And back down. Point. Straighten. Flex. Rotate. Rotate. Straight. And down. Remember when you're doing your rotations, I'm looking for kneecap and toes to rotate. So you're not just rotating the lower part of your leg, but you're really trying to rotate the whole thing. Halfway, straighten, flex, rotate, rotate, and down. 2 more. Point, straighten, flex, rotate, rotate, back to neutral, and down. Last one. Point, straighten, flex, rotate, rotate, and come back down. Beautiful. Flip onto your side or roll onto your side. We're going to do our windmill drill, so knees and hips at 90 degrees. Keep your hands together, stacked in front. You're going to reach forward as you inhale, draw a big circle on the floor as you rotate around. Trying to get both shoulder blades on the floor. Keep the knees stacked and at 90 degrees. And then draw that semicircle on the floor to come back. So that was 1. We're going to do 5. Reach forward, inhale. Rotate around, exhale. And come back. That's 2. Reach forward, circle. Remember, don't force the range of motion. Slowly work your way through that. That's 3. Reach forward, circle, and come back around. That's 4. Reach forward, circle, and come back around. Beautiful. You're going to roll on to the other side. We're going to do our same windmill exercise going the other direction. So we're lying on the floor, knees and hips 90 degrees. You're gonna have your hands stacked in front of you to start. You're going to reach forward, draw that circle, try to rotate all the way around, and come back around. If you get some shoulder clicking or some shoulder pain, just lift your arm off the floor, rotate whatever angle doesn't feel good. Just let that arm naturally flow where it can today. And come back around. That's 2. Reach forward, draw that circle, and come back. That's 3. Inhale, reach, circle as you exhale. Keep those knees stacked and at 90 degrees with your hips. Come back around. We've got 1 more. Reach forward, big circle, and come back. Excellent. We're going to do our pec stretch onto our stomach, so you can roll onto your stomach if ever you know that this is too much of a stretch for you or gives you low back pain. You're going to do the exact same stretch but standing up on the wall. So you're going to put your whole forearm on the wall, and then you're going to rotate away from the wall to feel the stretch in the front of your chest. Feel free to try the version on your stomach on the floor, and if you realize it's too much, then you can always swap that out in the middle of the stretch. So we're going to stretch our right arm first. So you're going to lie on your stomach with your arm at 90 degrees on the floor. So 90 degrees with your shoulder and elbow bent at 90 degrees. And then you're going to look to the left. So you're looking away from that right arm. I'm going to use my left hand to push me to roll over top of my hand. So I'm trying to bring my chest up off the floor. However, my shoulder stays on the ground and so does my ear. This back leg can kind of float around to whatever feels good. You may feel a little bit of a stretch through the front of your quad if your leg is just bent, hanging out. You may feel a stretch through your low back, but really your emphasis is on stretching your pec. Take a nice big deep breath in and out, and then come back around and switch. You're gonna put your left hand at 90 degrees. You're gonna look to the right, and then use your right hand to help push you to roll over top of that left chest. Stretch out the pec. Take nice big deep breaths. In through the nose, out through the mouth. We've got 1 more. Breathe in and out. Beautiful. And back to a right arm. So place your hand, your arm at 90 degrees, hand flat on the floor, elbow on the floor. You're gonna look to the left. Use that left hand to push you up and around. I'm always trying to reach my elbow far away from my body. Take some nice big deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. And last one on the left. So arm goes to 90 degrees. I'm gonna look to the right, and I'm going to use my right hand to help roll me over top of that left shoulder. Should feel the stretch in the front of the chest. Reaching that left elbow away from my body. Taking nice big deep breath in and out. Breathe in and out. And come back to the center. We're going to finish up with our wrist work. So you're going to go on your knees, palms on the floor. This time we're going to go up onto our knuckles. So you're going to rock back, fold up onto those fingers, drop the palms back on the floor, and rock forwards. So rock back, rock onto the knuckles. So you're trying to stretch the palm of your hand and fingers, drop the palms, and rock forward. That's 2 of 5. Rock back. Lift the palms off the floor, keep those fingers on the ground, drop the palms, and come back up. That's 3. Rock back, lift, drop, and down. Remember, you could always do this one hand at a time if it's too much for you. Lift the palms, bring the palms down, and come back up. We're going to do the exact same thing, but with our fingers pointing forwards, palms still on the floor. You do want your index finger pointing forward with your hands out to the side. So normally most people have their middle fingers pointing up to the ceiling or to the wall in front of them. I want you to rotate your hands a little bit. So your index is pointed straight up and your other fingers are out to a little bit of an angle. So at first you're just gonna rock forwards and backwards. If that's already challenging to you, work on that. If you need, or if you're willing to try a little bit more of a stretch, you're gonna rock forward, push yourself up onto those knuckles, drop those palms, and rock back. So that's 1. Rock forward, push yourself up onto your fingers, drop down, and rock back. That's 2. Rock forwards, push yourself up onto your fingers, drop down, and back. That's 3. Rock forwards, push yourself up onto your fingertips, drop down, and back. And we got 1 more here. Rock forwards, push yourself up onto your fingertips, and drop down. Beautiful. Just rock your hands and feet out a little bit. We're going to finish up with some downward dog. So you're going to have your hands just directly underneath your shoulders. Make sure your elbow creases are facing each other. Start with your knees underneath your hips. You're going to push the floor away, drag your hips up, drop those heels towards the floor, and think about pushing the floor away from you. So instead of hanging out here and trying to get just a stretch through your legs, you want to actively push the floor away, trying to drive your bum further up, dropping those armpits down to the toes, and then come back down for a little break. We're going to do 1 more of those. 3, 2, 1. Push your hips up, push the floor away, try to drive those armpits to your toes. Take a nice big deep breath in and out. Breathe in and out, and come back down. Excellent. And there we go. We are already done. 20 minutes of movement. Thanks for joining me again today. Tomorrow I will post a video on my personal page, and then I am back here on the live on Wednesday and Thursday. If you are just starting day 1 with me, don't stress about it. I do have all the videos saved to my page, and there's some saved on the Instagram TV section of this Instagram page. So yeah, feel free. Day 1, whatever day it is. Just try to do 28 days of movement. It's 20 minutes. You can do it. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you guys Wednesday for the live.